Once upon a time, in another star system, billions of kilometers away, an icy visitor broke away from his native sun. For a long time, it flew in the complete darkness of interstellar space, so slow in cosmic terms that no one would ever know about it. Until, in the summer of 2025, one small dot in the sky came into view of the Atlas telescope in Chile. Thus, there was a new hero of all the headlines: the interstellar comet 3I Atlas. At first, it was just another faint comet. But rather quickly, astronomers realized that its orbit was not tied to our sun at all. She flies by and will never come back. It is the third known interstellar object in history after Oumuamua and Comet 2I Borisov. This fall, 3I Atlas became the main space series. In late October, the comet passed perihelion, the point of closest approach to the sun. It skipped very close and almost immediately disappeared behind the solar disk, so just at the most interesting moment, most of the ground-based telescopes blinded. The comet was almost in line with the sun. At that time, spacecraft joined the work. Psyche and Lucy, flying towards asteroids, captured images of the comet on the way, and the TGO probe orbiting Mars helped refine its trajectory. The European Space Agency used data from Mars and was able to reduce the uncertainty in the comet's position by about 10 times. We now know much better exactly where it will fly by and how far it will end up from Earth. And this, by the way, immediately destroys one of the Internet's favorite fears. 3I Atlas will not collide with either the Earth or any major planets. In December 2025, it will pass at a distance of about 270 million kilometers, which is farther than the distance from the Earth to the Sun. For us, it's just a spectacular but safe space excursion. But a calm scientific picture is one thing, but the Internet lives by its own laws. As soon as new amateur photos began to appear online, a wave of conspiracy theories broke out around 3I Atlas again. In some shots, the comet looked elongated, with an unusual tail shape. Some saw it as a ship, others as a structure. The astrophotographers explained it very simply. If you shoot an object with a long exposure and not quite accurately guide the telescope by its movement, the bright spot stretches, you get a strange, toy shape. But for social media, the alien probe version is much more interesting. Then came the event that many had been waiting for and quietly fearing: a radio signal. In mid-November of this year, the Meerkat Radio Observatory in South Africa recorded the first radio links coming from 3I Atlas. The word signal in the headlines worked like a match in gasoline. Thousands of people thought there it was, the one alien greeting. The scientists were much calmer. They saw a familiar pattern. These are radio lines of hydroxyl fragments of water molecules that form when ice on a comet breaks down and turns into a gas under the influence of sunlight. Such a radio signature is already known from many ordinary comets in our solar system. What 3I Atlas emits the same way is, on the contrary, strong proof of its natural, cometary nature, not some metallic apparatus. The radio signal was not a message from the aliens, but it was a key to understanding the chemistry of this visitor from another star system. In parallel, NASA was preparing its data. Because of the American shutdown, the press conference was postponed in the fall, and this only added fuel to the fire for conspiracy lovers. They say that they are hiding the truth. In late November, the agency finally showed updated results. Observations from Hubble, James Webb, Martian orbiters, and several interplanetary missions. The official conclusions sounded very dry. 3I Atlas is a natural interstellar comet, poses no threat to Earth. To conspiracy theorists, it certainly sounds like they're hiding everything from us. But to the scientific community, it's a neatly confirmed reality. On the other flank, Avi Loeb, the same Harvard astrophysicist who used to argue about the alien nature of Oumuamua, continues to work. In his recent posts, he lists a whole list of 3I/Atlas anomalies. Strange coincidences in the date of the perihelion passage, unusual tail behavior, possible hints of a not-quite-standard dynamic. He's even seriously discussing a scenario in which 3I Atlas could leave some probes in the Jupiter region, using its gravity as a convenient orbital parking lot. Loeb himself admits that of all the options, this is the most unlikely. It's just interesting to consider it as a thought experiment. His ideas resonate so much that one well-known skeptic, Michael Shermer, even made a public bet with him for $1,000. Whether alien visits to Earth will be proven by 2030. Loeb confidently agreed, and ordinary viewers watch this intellectual duel as a show where the stakes are not just money, but also reputation. And against this backdrop, the United Nations has decided to turn 3I Atlas into a training exercise for the entire planet. The International Planetary Protection Network is using the Comet flyby as an excuse to work out a global training wake-up call. Telescopes, satellites, radars, and rapid data exchange systems are included in a single scenario. Officially, they emphasize, the facility is secure, it's just a rehearsal in case there ever is a real threat. But in the headlines, of course, it's more dramatic. Earth activates shield against mysterious interstellar guest. Aside from the noise and conspiracies, there remains a very beautiful scientific story. For the first time, humanity has a chance to study a piece of another planetary system in such detail. Its ice, gases, dust, behavior near our sun. Radio signals, spectra, images in different ranges. It's all a mosaic from which astronomers piece together a portrait of a world born from an alien star. 3I Atlas is not just a passing stone. It is a time capsule carrying the chemical signature of a faraway place we may never see directly. And while scientists argue around it, headlines are excited and planetary protection services are trained, the comet itself is just flying its own way. In December 2025, it will quietly pass a faraway point in the sky. In 2026, it will be closer to the orbit of Jupiter, and then go back into interstellar darkness back to where it came from. And in many years, when someone writes again in the news about another strange object from the depths of space, 3I/Atlas will already be just a line in the textbook. The third interstellar comet that humanity once got acquainted with and barely had time to say goodbye to.